Hello, welcome back to my channel. So yesterday, after I broke the news about Anthony's arrest, and for those of you guys who missed that video, Anthony was arrested on Halloween after he was caught with a half a gram of coke. And I did request the arrest report, the incident report, the 911 call log, if there's one. So hopefully I hear back from the sheriff's department soon. And I also requested all that information on Nicole's latest arrest. So as soon as I hear back from them, I'll be sure to fill you guys in. But as soon as I uploaded that video last night, somebody ended up sliding into my DMs on Facebook. But unfortunately, I hadn't talked to this person before, so it was in my message request. And just a few hours ago, I was going through my message request and came across this girl. And she actually knows one of Anthony's baby mamas. So Anthony, he actually has multiple baby mamas. He has multiple kids. And one of his baby mamas has spoke out to this one source. She does want to stay anonymous. So the baby mama shared messages that she had with Sheree, and Sheree was reaching out to her while Anthony was in prison, trying to say, I hope whenever Anthony gets out that he can see his son. And so the baby mama responded, and she said, and to be completely honest, Sheree, this looks crazy because you're coming to me about a man who's locked up for DV. I don't want anything else to do with this situation, and I would appreciate it if you don't contact me on Anthony's behalf anymore. And then Sheree was like, I was just writing you back in response to what you said, but I have respect for you. I apologize. To be honest, I'm a little upset. I love my fiance so much, and I've known this man since I was 14. But do I not know the man I'm about to marry? I don't want to question myself at all, but I'm a woman before anything and a child of God. And then she thanks her for sharing her story with her. So I asked, I'm like, okay, so what is up with these DV charges? So I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? So do you mean what he was serving time for in prison before he was on the show was for a DV charge? And they said that his original charge was that burglary that got him 7 years, but he's been back multiple times for probation violation for DV charges. Then she said, yeah, he beat me one time and choked me till I was unconscious. This was in 2015. I'm trying to find the article. I can't find it. My son was a newborn and I had him in my arms. And then she finally found the article. She sent it to the girl who forwarded it to me, where it says, obstruction. Anthony Michael Redding, 26, was charged with second-degree criminal contempt and obstruction of breathing, which were both misdemeanors. And then she explained the charges a little bit better. So she said that the second-degree criminal contempt, because there was an order of protection already in place when he decided to attack her that time. And then she sent more messages explaining the situation to the girl. She said, put his butt on blast and his loser girlfriend too, because she knows what he was locked up for, and he has a son that doesn't even know him. She said, don't get me wrong, he's reached out to try and see my son since he's been home. But that's a big step for me because my son literally knows nothing about him. Then she said, I have such bad PTSD and anxiety whenever I hear his voice. It's like I shut down, my heart starts beating all fast and ish. So she talks about the long-lasting effects that she has as a result of what she went through with Anthony. And then she says, so when the police came, I pressed charges once again, and he went on the run. When they finally caught him, the cops beat his butt so bad. He had more charges, but he copped out to burglary. She explains while she was trying to defend herself, she ended up stabbing him in his hand in the space between his thumb and his pointer finger. And then she went on to say, she says he got locked up already for it. And she said he just came home July 20th and he's been locked up for arguing with her, as he tells me. Then she said, you just don't go to jail for arguing with people, dummy. And then she said, last time I spoke to him was the middle of September. I blocked him because he makes my anxiety go crazy. And then she said that him and Sheree are not married. And then she said that he's not going to marry Sheree because he doesn't even like her, according to the ex. Then she's asked, why doesn't she post the receipts in a Facebook group? And she said she didn't want to because she thinks Sheree and her mom was a part of the group. And she said, I honestly was going to contact wetv. Like, this is the trash you're promoting, effing, somebody who puts their hands on women. Every time someone posts about how real he is, it makes my skin crawl. And then she said, look how hard she was going for him in those messages, talking about the messages between her and Sheree. She said she reached out to me first on Instagram, and she actually wrote me on Facebook, and I blocked her, so she found me on Instagram like a weirdo. And here's another conversation that they had that I forgot to add at the beginning of the video. The baby mama said, thank you for understanding, Sheree, and I'm really praying for you. I feel any woman who deals with him, this is not the first time he's been locked up for doing this to me or his son. I'm really praying that he's a changed man, even though he always pulls the change card while in jail. Be strong, girl, and I'm wishing you all the very best. I would never intentionally hold my child from his father, but after what we've been through, I really have no choice as a mother, and I don't blame her if everything she's saying she's been through is true. I would be the same way. And Sheree responds, she said, thank you. He and I pray every night, and I hope with him coming home soon, he continues to trust in his process that the Lord has prepared for him. I know the aunt you're talking about. He was my first boyfriend, and I left him for certain reasoning, so if anyone gets it, it's me. Not to the extent you're speaking of, but feel you. We all make mistakes, and I hope he's learned from this. I can honestly say I know his heart, and he's on the good path. Fingers crossed. Thank you, and I promise not to reach out on the behalf of Anthony again. Stay blessed. And then his baby mama also said, it's a long story, but Anthony's gay. I found messages on his phone of him texting transmissions, if you guys know what I'm saying, and I broke up with him. I started talking to another guy, and Anthony found out, and he broke into my house and attacked me. I actually stabbed him this time because I was tired of being beat on, and that's the incident she was talking about where she said she ended up stabbing him between his fingers. So I did get pictures of Anthony with his son when he was 2 months with the baby mama to confirm this is actually the baby mama. And she just had a lot to say. It sounds like he's really put her through a lot if everything she's saying is true. And she also said that she was not married to Anthony, but she was with him for a little over 5 years. She kept giving him chance after chance for him to figure it out. But then he would just continue to put hands on her. And then he ended up going to prison for the burglary charge. And she feels like that saved her life because she felt like if he was still out, he probably would have ended up seriously hurting her. I asked if Anthony was also putting hands on his child, which she assured me that he didn't. She said that after a few times of him putting hands on her, finally she was sick and tired of it, and that's when she decided to finally call the police. But that's it for this video, guys. Sheree did confirm earlier with her mother that Anthony is in jail, but she was just like, you know what? People make mistakes. I'm standing by my man. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. The baby mama did offer to do an interview with me. She just wants to do like an anonymous interview, like where she's not showing her face. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below. And if that's the case, please sound off some comments you would like me to ask her. And give this video a thumbs up. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. You can use the code BOGO and buy one lash, get one free. And stay tuned for Black Friday and Cyber Monday because all my lashes are going to be $4 or less. So check that out if you're interested. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.